It's looking very unsettled. So we do have some WFA weather alert days to talk about. And even as of right now, we have 3 of them. The first begins tonight at 10 o'clock and goes until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you have any plans today, I think you're going to be just fine. It looks quiet this afternoon. The next one takes place tomorrow afternoon around 3 and goes until 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then the third one down the line is going to be Wednesday evening and during the overnight hours. The biggest impact from all of these storms will be the hail and wind. We're talking up to golf ball size hail and wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. But, I think eventually down the road, especially on Wednesday, we can't rule out an isolated tornado or 2. So we're going to have to make sure that we stay updated and have a way to receive those weather warnings. Right now, we do have a lot of clouds. We have areas of fog. You can see just how low those clouds are. This is our Fair Park camera. Temperatures are still pretty warm right now. We're in the mid 60s. Satellite and radar showing that we've got the clouds around, but eventually I think we're going to see a lot more breaks in those clouds come later this afternoon. But later this evening, we are going to be under that marginal risk for severe storms. This takes place at 10 o'clock this evening and goes until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning for up to golf ball size hail and wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. Looking at our time cast, this is going to be 10 o'clock this evening, and we start to see those isolated storms forming just in some of our far western counties, really just west of Decatur, making their way across the DFW Metroplex around midnight and then moving off to the east shortly after that. I think much of the morning looks pretty quiet. This is 8 o'clock in the morning, and some of the latest data still says that we have some isolated showers and storms, but the severe threat will be a little bit lower during that time. This is going to be noon tomorrow. We have a few showers just to the south and east around Canton and Mineola, but then late tomorrow afternoon, we've got the cold front moving in, and that will form a line of showers and thunderstorms from Denton, eventually all the way down to Dallas. This is going to be 6 o'clock, and then after that, these storms continue to make their way off to the south and east, but some of those storms will have the potential of producing golf ball size hail wind gusts of 60 miles an hour, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out in some of our far eastern counties. But on Wednesday, we're also going to be under a slight risk for golf ball size hail, wind gusts of 60, and again, an isolated tornado will be a possibility. So for today, temperatures range from the upper 70s in our eastern counties to the low to even mid 90s out to the west. Overnight tonight, we're dropping down into the low to mid 60s. Today, looking at a high of about 83. Eventually, skies become partly cloudy. It's going to be warm. It's going to be breezy. But tonight, we're going to be mostly cloudy. Storms will be a possibility with a 30% coverage at any one point, and temperatures drop down into the low 60s. So our WFA weather alert day is for today and into tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday look very quiet. On Monday, looking at a high of 70 degrees, so it's going to be significantly cooler. On Tuesday, the wind picks up out of the south, so we're back in the low 80s. On Wednesday, we've got a strong storm system moving through, so that's going to push temperatures into the mid 80s. And then again, it's going to be a little windy, but that chance of severe storms will certainly be there. That's why it's our third WFA weather alert day. But notice after that, April 3rd all the way to April 4th, we've got a 30 to 40% chance of storms. That continues all the way through April 7th. So the storm pattern right now, it's looking very unsettled, so much in fact that we go from the mid 80s to by the time we get to April 6th, now we're dropping down into the upper 60s. We've got mid 60s on April 7th, staying in the mid 60s. We've got 60s for quite a while after that, but yeah, several chances of rain and storms over the next several days. So just make sure you stay updated with the latest forecast. Sydney, back to you.
Thank you, Cassie. When we